so I was talking to Tanner, and Tanner works with me in our office. My good friend Kelly, he works there too.
Okay. All right.
So we were talking about what were we talking about that day?
I don't even know, all kinds of stuff.
So what did I say? You said something that I was like, oh my god, that's going to be the title of this show. You said,
oh yeah,
you know there has to be an easier way. Remember, Sarah?
In the way that I'm doing it. In the way I've been doing it.
So what do you mean by that?
I just know that,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you say there's got to be an easier way, what subject of your life are you thinking about?
Just everything. Just
Okay.
literally everything. And I know that there's an easier way because I've had like slices of peace before.
Right?
But I can't hold on to it long enough because of everything around me just makes me forget. Everything around me makes me think that what I know is true. It like makes it seem dull, and then it just like goes away and like doesn't even exist anymore until I get some sort of another ounce from like, you know, for example, like when I met you the other day, like I've been like at a higher vibration since then. Like I had a good weekend just because I met you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then, like, if, I don't know, it's just things happen and you forget that that life is supposed to be fun.
Beautiful words. I love those words. Life is supposed to be fun. And life, at sometime in our life, at some point, it stops being fun. And then we spend the rest of our life trying to get it back.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's when we start thinking that life is hard, but we look around us and we see other people and life is not hard for them. And that is what makes us ask the question, there has got to be a better way. I just don't know what it is. I want to figure this out because if other people can have a really smooth ride, I want that too. And I should be able to get it as well. Right? And I've been there and I've asked that same question. And the way I used to ask the question was, I used to say, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why me? Why am I a statistic? Right?
Oh, sweet.
Exactly. That's where that book comes from. Why me? Why do bad things happen to good people? Why am I part of the statistic?
Right,
Why
and then you start blaming God and...
Oh, exactly. Everyone else. Everyone. Right? My parents, my fellow co-workers, God, religion, my country, like everything.
Yeah.
Because what we are doing is we're trying to find a reason for why things are happening the way they are so that we can change it. And it's like an investigation that is ongoing and never comes to an end because we're picking everything apart in order to find what it is that is giving us the results that we are getting. But that process of investigation is actually what makes things a lot worse because that generates worry, frustration, anxiety, fear. That's where all those emotions come from. Fear about, I don't know what's going to happen next. Fear of other people because they might take something away from me. Fear that I might make a mistake and then what? Right? So we start living our life in fear and worry and anxiety. It sucks all the fun out of life.
Yeah, exactly.
You relate to that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, this makes me think about the episode we did on novelty, what you were talking about. So what you're asking is, so you met me, for example, this one example, and you felt really, really good. Something happens and you get really excited and you feel really, really good, right? But then the dullness comes back.
Well, it's not even just like something cool happened and felt really good. It's like we had like a real connection and we were able to like have a conversation on like a like spiritual
Mhm.
level
Mm-hmm.
to where it
I get it. I get
words
it.
can't really explain a lot of things. I have a really hard time with words.
Okay, so let me try and help all of us to figure this out together. Because we're looking for the answer, and the universe or God, you can call it, give it whatever name you want,
Right.
that entity wants us to find the answer. And so we get led to people who can bring the answer to us. And what happened between you and Aaron, and now here we are, the three of us together, is that you are looking for the answers, and so you met someone who is instrumental to bringing you a part of the answer, part of the jigsaw puzzle. And this is how it all comes together. This is the process. This is what we call law of attraction, because when you met Aaron and you asked him questions, there was no attachment to the outcome. And when I say that, I mean that you didn't expect Aaron to be instrumental to changing your whole life. You just got into a conversation with him. Next thing you know, you're feeling better. You feel that there's an answer out there, and that you're heading in the right direction. And that brings you to your next step. Now, if you let go that feeling, even for a minute, you look around and you see something and it reminds you that the past wasn't that nice. That acts like a trigger. We have so many triggers around us. It triggers us and it takes us back out of hope into another vibration, into doubt, into fear. And then we lose it all.
So this makes me think about the other day in the office, Tanner, when we were talking about how when we're going through changes in our lives and how it's really instrumental and wonderful to be around new people that see us as we are today, because people from the past can't really see us as we are today. They see us as we were in the past, and those people become triggers.
And Aaron, I have to add to that. That's wonderful. And I want to add to that it's not just that they see us the way we were before, but that when we see them, they are reminders to us of our past.
Oh, wow. This is starting to sound really familiar.
We've had this conversation. Well, we say the same things, but we just say them in many ways because law of attraction is very simple, but it is not easy. And the reason it's not easy is because it applies differently in different situations. So let me explain what I just said to you. I teach a paradigm, and I call it the paradigm of the 6 thinking choices. In every moment, every thought that we think, we have 6 choices of how we are going to go about it. Really simple choices. Past, present, future. We can go past negative or past positive. We can go now negative or now positive. We can go future negative or future positive. Which choice we make determines how we feel, and how we feel determines how we think, and how we think determines what is going to happen to us. That's the cycle. Okay? So let me give you an example. I see someone and I have history with this person. Soon as I see them, I remember my history, which was me being negative. So I see this person and I go, oh my God, there's that person again. I always end up having an argument with them. What I've done is I've gone past negative and I've sent out into the universe a negative vibration, which is now going to bring me negative results. Because I am going to perpetuate what happened in the past in this moment because I'm remembering that. If I made a different choice, I would have a different result. So the different choices, meeting the same person, oh, there's that person, I have negative history with them. However, I have changed. And it is possible that they might have changed as well. there is a possibility that when I meet with them today, that the two of us are going to have a fantastic conversation. It changes everything because you've now sent into the universe a positive vibration, a positive expectation.
And doing that consistently is a skill, right? I know we talked on our last show about staying high on the emotional scale, having a happy and joyful day every day. That's actually a skill that we develop, kind of like going to the gym. We have to exercise that muscle so it gains strength so that we can always do that. Is that right?
Yes, the skill that we are developing is the skill of using the paradigm of the 6 thinking choices and making the right choice in every moment. If you, on a consistent basis, if you pick the 3 positive thinking choices, your life will just keep expanding and getting better and better and better every day. But if you go in a zigzag, a little positive, a little negative, a little positive, a little negative, it slows you down. Not only does it slow you down, it seems like you're not getting anywhere. Think about it this way. If I ask you to run in a straight line and grab the pot of gold at the end of the road, if you're running in a straight line, the chances are you'll get there faster. But if I ask you to go and fetch me the pot of gold, or to say it better, fetch yourself the pot of gold, but instead of running straight towards it, you zigzag, you go left, then you go right, then you go left, then you go right. It's going to take you maybe 3 times, 4 times as long to get to the same pot of gold, and it's going to be a lot harder. This is what we do when we go a little bit positive, then a little bit negative, a little bit positive. But sorry, I have to stop and say most people go a little bit positive and a lot negative. A little bit positive and a lot negative, a little bit positive and a lot negative. And then they ask themselves the question, why aren't I getting that pot of gold?
Sounds like that's 3 steps forward, or 1 step forward and 3 steps backward.
Yes, exactly. And this is why it feels as if you are stuck in life. Life is not going anywhere. It's not fun because you can see the pot of gold. You just can't get to it. That's not fun.